What's up, guys, and welcome back to Project Z Garage. Today we're continuing the work on the Ford F-150. This is a 2010 F-150 FX4, and we're going to be doing the rear brakes this time. Now, if you haven't seen my first video doing the front brakes, I'll put a link above so you guys can check it out. I'll also add it down to the links in the bottom in the description. So first thing, as I described in the first video, the stock lug nuts are known to swell, and then the socket that normally fits it doesn't fit anymore, so I had to use a 22mm socket and kind of hammer it on to get these off. I don't know when the last time these wheels were taken off, so it was a pain in the ass to get out. It took a lot of force, but we got them loose. So now I'm gonna grab the impact and we're gonna take this wheel off. Alright guys, so here we have the rear brakes. They've seen better days, pretty rusty. The brake pads look pretty low. I don't know how good you can see that, but that's pretty low. These nuts on the back of the caliper are supposed to be 10mm. We're gonna loosen those up, and then what we can do is we're gonna try to get a C-clamp on this and kind of push the pads in a little to make it easier for the caliper to come off from the caliper bracket. Guys, so you gotta get the two 10mm bolts off the back of the caliper. I loosened these up already, and then they should come out. We'll take this one off. This one's for the rear. And then what we'll do is we'll move this with the actual rotor. I mean, with the caliper, we'll take it off together in one piece. That's not.
Do you have the handbrake on? No. You sure nothing else is caught on it? Can you point it down?
I don't know what this is, do you know? That's to the top.
Did you want to push the piston in a little bit?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was enough, but it was not enough.
Do you see anything else that's hooked to it?
No, you know what? I think the actual brake pads are stuck on. The pads aren't coming out with it. Stuck on. Alright, so this is the bolt that was on the top part of the rotor. I'm not sure what this does, but we're going to put it back just the way it came off, and we'll work with it like that. These pads are really tight on there. They weren't budging. They have a little bit of life left, but I think it's time for definitely to change these out. So And this was on the front side and piece profile.
Keep turning. You can't turn it?
Alright guys, that was a pain in the ass. We had to bang on this rotor to get it out. As you can see, there's a nice groove in it, and that was getting caught on the brake pads. The brake shoes were getting caught in this little lip that's right here, and it was making it hard to come out, so we had to use the hammer to get the rotor off. Really pain in the ass, but if you take your time, turn the rotor as you knock it, you can get it to come off. So we cleaned this up, and we're gonna sand these sliders. We don't have any new sliders, they didn't come with the brake pads, but we're gonna use Hawk pads, and I'm probably gonna order some sliders and we'll replace this later on. But for now, we sanded them, they're nice and smooth now. We're gonna put the new rotor on, the new Hawk brake pads, and then we can assemble everything back together. Here's the Hawk pads. This one goes on the outside. This is the part that fits into the piston on the inside. So let's... So here's the anti-rattle, anti-noise grease that you can put on the back of the pads. You don't have to put a lot, just a little bit. guys, it's getting late. It's dark. A little bit of a pain getting this back on, but we got it on. We got this fit in where it's tight and it clipped into place. This bracket in the front clips into the front of the caliper. I still don't know what the hell this does. If anybody knows what this does, let me know. We tighten these up. I just kind of hand tighten them with a small wrench. You know, these don't have to be super tight. They're on the sliders, so just, you know, hand tight with a wrench, and it feels pretty strong. All right, guys. So pretty much that wraps up how to do the rear brakes on this. This is going to be kind of an upgrade with the kind of a slotted look on the rotors. I still got to do the other side, but pretty much this wraps it up. The other thing that I saw, and it might be a good idea for you guys, is that taking off this rear nipple here and loosening the bleed screw on the back of the caliper, and then when you push the piston in, it'll squirt out, you know, the fluid. So I read somewhere that, and I saw somewhere online where they say it's a good idea, especially on ABS equipped vehicles, to, instead of trying to push the piston in and pushing the dirty brake fluid back into the ABS system, to open this up and let it bleed out through here. This way you'll fill new fluid on the top in the reservoir, and then you don't have to worry about, you know, dirty fluid going back in. I think it's a good idea. I didn't do it on this one. We'll see if it'll bite me in the end, but right now everything is tight, everything looks good. I'll get some better pictures of the rotor. Let me see if I get some light on it so you can kind of see the slots in it. Also, once we're done, we're going to spray everything down with brake fluid and wipe it down, so everything is nice and clean and there's no contaminants on the actual rotor face. But that pretty much wraps up how to do a brake job on this 2010 F-150. This is the 5.4 liter FX4. If you guys have any questions, you know, tag us down below. Any comments, please hit the like button if you like these videos. You know, we're not professionals, so we're learning as we go, but you know, you save a lot of money doing these things by yourself instead of taking it to some place. All right, guys, until next time, take it easy, and we'll catch you in the next video. When